All right, welcome back to the Cup Chasers podcast. Lots of action coming up in the Premier League. I'm really excited. It has returned. We got 10 games left in this run in, and it begins with Manchester City versus Liverpool. But before we get there, go ahead and smash the like button like City's about to smash Liverpool. Subscribe to the channel and get the notification bell on. All right, Lewis, what are you telling me? What are you thinking about this one?
I think I sent you 2-1. Is that right?
You said
I
two
think
to
I sent
one
you.
to the
Yeah.
citizens.
I mean, the reason I'm saying that is it's hard to tell form after an international break, and so it's kind of weird because I mean everybody who in the city side looks like they had a pretty good international break as far as form, and the guys who didn't, they withdrew for other reasons, like Foden had his appendix taken out, and Holland had a groin thing that was like before even the game was played. So if we're saying, well, Foden and Holland are not playing, then that's Alvarez starting, and Grealish was going to start anyways because
He
blah.
always
And
starts.
so right, and so that gives you
He has to start.
Grealish, Alvarez, and Mahrez across the front, and De Bruyne had a good break. So De Bruyne, Rodri, who clearly is out here sniping for Spain, uh,
Yeah, no
and
doubt.
I don't know if they start Gundogan though. I think they might start Bernardo because I
At left
think
back.
no, I think they start him in the center because I think pace wise, I think it kind of matters because I think Ake will start at left back with Diaz and Akanji and Walker.
Yeah.
So with that, I think Ake will end up playing out wide. And even though now I'm thinking about it, no, I was gonna say Rico Lewis, but it'll be Walker because Walker can play that position as well. So,
Hmm.
uh, and I think because of that, I think Bernardo will be able to be there to cover, so that gives them cover on the left side because that's where Salah was coming will be coming from. And it's not like even though Salah is performed like at a level that's kind of human compared to where he's been. You still got to account for him, so I think they have
Right.
to. They'll make sure they have people there. But I think a 2-1 because I don't know if Ederson starts the game. I know they said he had an issue as well, um, but I'm good with Ortega starting. But I think Ederson will likely start. But I mean, it's Liverpool. We always have something against them, and I just think it's the first game back. There's nothing else but City and Liverpool. So I mean, obviously they put that there for a reason, so they get all the hype. And I think this will set the tone to go forward. So that's why I think it's 2-1. But I do think Liverpool have a goal in them.
Yeah, it's interesting. Have you heard anything about Holland? Like,
Yeah, well,
how's
it's what I've read is first it was precautionary, and they talked to his dad, and then they said he didn't practice with the team today, which I think is Thursday, if I'm not mistaken.
Talked
So he
to
didn't
when
his
did
practice with
his
the
dad.
team,
dad become the authority?
but
Talk to his dad.
well, no, that was at when they initially said it. But today the report was he didn't practice with the first team. He was just doing some light training because his recovery wasn't, I guess, like progressing in the level they wanted. So I think they're going to prepare for him to be on the bench. I think he'll start on the bench, which nothing is wrong with that. But I would, because they need him for the long haul, especially since we're playing a new Bayern team. I think uh, obviously the league matters, but big picture, do you want him to play in the league game, possibly re-injure or cause a greater problem, and then can't play in Bayern, or have him sit and play limited minutes, and then have him play in the Champions League game? And he even alluded to why he's in the team. So I think if we're erring on the side of big picture, then he'll start on the bench.
Yeah, it's not like you're lacking in firepower. Alvarez is a very capable replacement.
Right.
Yeah, and,
It's
and the
just
funny thing is that it'll create a problem for Liverpool because they won't know how to plan for it.
yeah.
Because I mean, it's still open. Nobody knows if she's going to start. And there's two different plans when you plan for City. Are you planning for City with Holland, or are you planning for City with Alvarez? That's not the same plan.
That's fair. But it all depends on what Liverpool shows up. Is it the Anfield Liverpool or is it the Wolverhampton Liverpool?
Right.
So
Right.
I said that even without Holland, his normal service resumed. Y'all have scored 13 goals in the last two games. Um, I just think that away from Anfield, Liverpool just haven't shown it this season, and yeah, like you say, it's a kind of up in the air on how they'll set up. Um, if their prayers are answered and Holland doesn't start, I don't know though. It seems like it's just going to be the same old Liverpool. What what new are they going to show us this season? I mean, it'll be Harvey Elliott, Hendo, Fabinho. They'll play all the old guys for experience. But I mean, they do have some selection options up top, though.
Yeah,
Gakpo, Nunez, Jota's back, Firmino's back. Salah will obviously play. But I don't know. It might be. Do they go with Firmino again for experience?
I I think if they do, that it plays in the City's hands because while Firmino still, has some left in the tank. I mean, it actually slows the game down for them. And so if they're gonna try to have him as the target, well, that makes it easier for the guys who are on the back line because Diaz can play him. I mean, they're not going to
Mhm.
have to mark him out, and that actually allows if you don't have a traditional fullback out there, then it becomes a little bit easier where you can like kind of pay attention to Gakpo and Salah, and I think that becomes a little bit easier because then I think De Bruyne will be really on fire. I know I sent you guys. Well, no, I actually forgot to send it to you guys. I sent you guys this statistic about goal contributions or assists during the game. And De Bruyne's number is insane. It's actually
Yeah.
higher than Messi's, and I'm talking about like all time. And so it
Right.
makes it a really interesting thing because you can see he's really in form now, and because he's in form, I think that's something that lends itself to him feeling like himself. And if he's really feeling like himself, and Alvarez plays very similar to Aguero, that means De Bruyne will be playing those balls like he was playing when he did he tie Henry's record? Did he pass him? I can't remember either or. I think he tied him, but just he'll just be free because none of the Liverpool midfield guys are going to do anything with De Bruyne.
No,
No.
no way. Unless Harvey Elliott just tries to kick him, or will it be Bahatic? In which case it'll be the same game plan, just kick him. But I said City 3-1. I still think they'll dominate the midfield. Rodri will be locked down in there, and it'll just be too much. Again, I think on the whole, if you look at this season, the home field advantage has been immense,
Right.
and even more so in Liverpool's case. And I'm expecting another. I wouldn't say lackluster because they do get up for big teams, but they're not gonna get up enough. This won't be another repeat of the reverse fixture. What do you think, X?
I have to. My heart of hearts, City's just gonna beat Liverpool, probably 2-3-0. Best case scenario for us here is a draw. So I'm gonna say 1-1 is my prediction because I want to put it out there.
You're going hard of the cards.
Yeah, I gotta go
1-1.
hard hard of the cards. I like it. Yeah, no, you gotta go 1-1. Just for the blue.
Yeah, and the
Uh,
red.
And I mean, yeah, 1-1 doesn't hurt you
1-1
guys.
helps me too.
Helps you guys, yeah. It's just not the best case scenario for you guys. But I think Liverpool needs to step up. I think they have to see this. They have to see everyone breathing down their neck.
Oh, it's huge for them.
So,
Yeah, for sure.
Huge for them. So I think they have to step up at City. I don't see them beating City at City, but I do think that they can pull at least 2 points away from them and take one home.
From a Liverpool perspective,
frustrating.
what a crappy start to the the run in. You got City and then Chelsea.
And Chelsea.
Is
Two
is
big
it
games.
is it at the Bridge on Wednesday
Oh, yeah, I believe so.
or whenever that is?
It is at the Bridge, yeah.
Hmm.
We're listed
Two
first on the
two away matches like that.
back to back. Two very difficult. Well, it's the empty had, but the Bridge is no joke.
I'm gonna have to go out on a really thin limb here and say that the empty had, as you call it, is a little bit less comical than Chelsea Football Club, to use
Oh, right now? Yeah, actually.
let's use your joke reference. Oh man, so
Well, it's funny because I think City is adding 6,000 seats to that empty stadium, so it'll be even more empty.
Oh,
it'll
it'll
be
be even
even
more empty. It's okay. We might have to play at the cottage for the next 4 years. So don't
yeah,
stress.
never fun. Never
Never
fun.
fun.
Luckily Arsenal, built their stadium before they left their old stadium. Go figure that. That's who does
Smart.
that?
Who does that?
Spurs didn't do it. So
That's why I say just let us use the London anyway.
yeah,
Anyway, we'll get to that.
yeah. We'll see what that develops over at Stamford Bridge. How that
1-1.
develops over
1-1.
1-1.
1-1 City Pool. I need it to happen. Speaking of the Bridge, for the Bridge, I need a 1-1 at City.
There you go. Well, if you like to vote with your heart, like my man X, go ahead and vote for that like button. Subscribe to the channel and get that notification bell on. We got plenty more coming at you.